Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Backshot Boxing. Now, man, wild news, man. My boy Dillian Whyte, man. They keep messing with my boy Dillian Whyte. Now, Dillian Whyte was a mandatory challenger for a WBO title. And as soon as Alexander Usyk moved up to heavyweight and applied for the heavyweight title, they gave it to him, man. And they bumped Dillian Whyte down, man. And it's just mind-boggling, man. It's pretty shocking. Now, man, Dillian Whyte, man, he basically trashed Alexander Usyk and said, man, this guy hasn't even had a fight at heavyweight yet. How you gonna bump this guy ahead of me? Who is this guy? You know, he was a cruiserweight champion and everything, and he was undisputed, but that doesn't mean anything. He hasn't had one fight at heavyweight yet. Dillian Whyte even said, yo, when Anthony Joshua had all his titles, he didn't apply for the mandatory position then, but as soon as he lost to Anthony Ruiz, all of a sudden Alexander Usyk applied for the mandatory position in the WBO. Now, I'm going to get some quotes for you guys, man. Right? Oh, man. First, Dillian Whyte says, it's an effing joke that the WBO bumped Fury above me. Right? He's talking about Fury. So basically what happens right now is Alexander's number one, Alexander Usyk's number one, and for the WBO, and then Tyson Fury is number two for the WBO. So he's basically like number three now, which is mind-boggling, right? And I'm going to get some more quotes from you guys from Dillian Whyte. He says, and I quote, I can't get over the fact that WBO made Alexander Usyk mandatory challenger for the heavyweight title. It's a joke, pure and simple. I get it. He was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. But at least let the man have a fight at heavyweight first. You can't just hand it to him. But that's boxing, full of nonsense. If you let yourself get bogged down in politics and the hype, then the sport will make you lose your mind. Whyte told TalkSport. Usyk is supposedly injured now. He didn't even apply for the mandatory position until after Anthony Joshua lost to Ruiz. These guys want to pick and choose. He's looking at Ruiz and thinking, I can beat him. But he wasn't saying that Anthony Joshua was champion, was he? Now, those are the words from Dillian Whyte, man. And he talks about Fury too, man. He basically talked about, you know, Tyson Fury being banned from boxing when he lost all his titles, and Dillian Whyte says it was a steroid ban, you know, because Tyson Fury, when he got stripped for his titles, he was on steroids when he beat Vladimir Klitschko. People always forget that, man. And Dillian Whyte brings that up and talks about how, you know, Tyson Fury, you know, the guy he was on steroids. He should have never had those titles in the first place, you know. And he called him a coward and a bum. I mean, it's wild, man. I mean, Dillian Whyte just went in on Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, man. And it was funny, man. It was funny, man. You know. Now, I'm actually going to get in his last quote against Tyson Fury when he talks about Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. Now, Dillian Whyte says, Fury hasn't beaten anyone of note since returning from his steroid ban. Seferi, Francisco Pereira, and Tom Schwartz are all nobodies. Wouldn't it be funny if the WBO title gets vacated and then they call it Usyk against Fury for the belt? Just watch Fury run like he did from me when the WBC ordered him to fight me for the diamond belt at his request. Dang, I didn't know that. Gypsy King my ass. Run, Gypsy, coward, run. That's crazy. So they're actually saying that Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury were supposed to be fighting for a diamond belt, right? Mind-boggling stuff. I didn't know that. Right? It says that, I'm going to read it one more time. Just watch Fury run like he did for me when the WBC ordered him to fight me for the diamond belt at his request. So he basically pulled out that fight and said he didn't want to fight me for that diamond belt, which is shocking. I didn't know about that. Wow, man. You know, Dillian Whyte's laying some jewels for us right here, man. You know, there's so much stuff going on in politics and boxing. It's shocking, you know. It's so much information. But, yeah, man, Dillian Whyte, man, he basically trashed Tyson Fury. And I agree, man. I think Dillian Whyte would definitely be the biggest fight outside of, you know, obviously champions like Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. You know, Dillian Whyte is no doubt the best fighter Tyson Fury has ever fought that's not a world champion, you know. So that being said, you know, Tyson Fury has a long time to come back yet. He has a long time to come back. If fighting Dillian Whyte right now would definitely be a challenge. You know, a lot of people will pick Dillian Whyte in that fight, me included. I think Dillian Whyte has the power to hurt Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury has been chinny in the past. You know, even when the fights he's completely dominating, even if you look at the Vladimir Klitschko fight, if you guys watch that fight in the 12th round, Vladimir Klitschko almost stopped Tyson Fury in the 12th round. So Tyson Fury could definitely be hurt, man. He could definitely be hurt. That being said, man, I would love to see. I don't know what's gonna happen, but Andy Ruiz versus Alexander Usyk would be a great fight. But I feel really bad for Dillian Whyte, man. That's really messed up, man. See, that's what happens when you have Frank Warren and Al Heyman backing you. They're not really gonna do anything for you. You know, Dillian Whyte needs to leave them. See, the thing is, as soon as Andy Ruiz left Bob Arum, he went to Al Heyman, he got a unification fight right away. It was like snap, bam. It was like voila. Then he got the unification fight. You know, but Dillian Whyte, man, he's been trying to get this WBC fight for years, and now this WBO fight, he says, nah, you're not getting that either. You know, and he basically has the WBA and IBF to go for, and it's not looking like he's, you know, ranked high in any one of those sanctioning bodies. So Dillian Whyte has a long road ahead of him, man. And I mean, I'm not too sure what kind of deal he signed with Frank Warren or Top Rank or ESPN, but it's a deal he has to get out of right away. You know, Dillian Whyte put himself in a situation when he, with the company he's keeping people around him who don't really want the face of boxing to be some Jamaican British fighter. You know, they want it to be, you know, Bob Arum, his favorite fighter is Lomachenko. He is Lomachenko. You know, he likes those Eastern European fighters or Asian fighters. You know, that's who he wants to be a superstar. And Frank Warren, his biggest fight, we all know, is Billy Joe Saunders. You know, an Irish fighter. You know, they don't have any black superstars. They just don't. Not yet, at least. And Anthony Yard has a possibility to. But the fact of the matter is, Dillian Whyte has so much elite level competition. There's no reason why he shouldn't be able to get a title shot by now. You know, and the reason why he's in that position he is because the people he has managing his career. Now, apparently he's managing himself, and he needs to just get people around him and do it for him, because obviously it's too much for him to handle, and he hasn't got what he wanted to get, and he's upset about it. And that's why he's cussing everyone out, like Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, you know. So that being said, you know, I don't know where Dillian Whyte's career is going to go from here. You know, I remember when the WBC were trying to not make Deontay Wilder fight Dillian Whyte. You know, Eddie Hearn talked about trying to sue them, you know, for Dillian Whyte. That's the kind of promoter you need. You need a promoter who will take, you know, legal action against these sanctioning bodies. That's what Dillian Whyte needs. So we're gonna see where Dillian Whyte's career goes from here, man. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I mean, either one of these fighters can pull out. Dillian Whyte was already talking about Tyson Fury trying to pull out for this Alexander Usyk fight. He think that's too tough of a fight for Tyson Fury. I mean, I really can make a couple videos off this one article. He said so much stuff, and it's, you know, it's pretty, you know, it could happen. It's possible. It's possible that he can do that. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about the whole thing with Tyson Fury being bumped down in WBO. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.